Life Over Coffee. Conversations for transformation.
If a parent's parenting model primarily consists of bringing critique from a heart of personal frustration, the parent's parenting model needs to change. Biblical parents center their primary communication with their children on love, not criticism. Hebrews 12:6 says, "For the Lord disciplines the one he loves, and chastises every son whom he receives." God's corrective care is always in the context of love. He disciplines the one he loves, and when you experience God's corrections, you're acutely aware that he loves you. God is continuously surveying the scene of your life, not to critique you, but to pour out his extravagant love on you. A gospelized parent is similar, constantly surveying the scene of a child's life because he loves his child and wants to motivate him toward Jesus. He is not surveying the scene because he's looking for opportunities to criticize his child. Instead, he wants to catch his child getting it right. Perhaps your child does something wrong and you must correct him. If so, the Bible's mandate on helping trapped people is with a spirit of gentleness. Of course, there are times when you can overlook the offense because you don't want to nickel and dime your child to death, and in many cases the problem will pass. You can determine these things by asking yourself if it is an episode or a pattern that you are observing in his life. If it's an episode, maybe you can let it go. If it's a developing pattern, you probably have to deal with it. You never want to withhold correction when it is needed because there are times when corrective care is the only way to help your child change. But when you do it, you want to imitate God in how you do it. Therefore, it would be best to contextualize your critique in the overwhelming, never able to fully express love that you have for your child. Lucia and I like to think of it in a 10-to-1 ratio. For every one negative thing that we must say to our child, we have already identified, isolated, and encouraged him with 10 good things that we have observed in his life. This 10-to-1 ratio is a rule of thumb concept. It's not a legalistic one, but it does convey the idea that love for your children is more significant than your disappointment in them. If you do not put money in the bank of your child's heart, you will bankrupt him. Furthermore, you will tempt him with all kinds of sins like deceit as he hides his actions because he knows that Captain Critique is just around the corner with a quick to speak and slow to listen mindset. One of the most valuable parenting tips that has served us is spending time during the day sneaking around our house trying to catch our children doing well. Though it's easy to catch them doing wrong, it takes much more intentionality to love them enough to find evidence of God's grace in their lives. We know that God is behind it if our children do anything well. There is no goodness in any of us without His grace. Time to parent. These 5 steps will biblically position you to critique your children. Step 1, catch your child doing something good. Step 2, isolate the attitude, the word, or the action. Step 3, identify it by connecting it to something Jesus would have done. Step 4, encourage your child by letting him know he got it right. He needs your encouragement and needs to know that his actions are Christ-like. And then step number 5, perchance you have to critique your child or to correct your child. Your love will swallow up the disappointment because of your constant and overwhelming love that he knows that you have for him. This is day number 13, a biblical perspective on critiquing children.
Thanks for joining us. Learn more and get access to other resources at lifeovercoffee.com.